Hi, I'm Ray. Rémi en français, Rémi in French, but you can call me Ray. That would be my new name, only in English. Ray. Uh, that can be uh, an inspiration of Stevie Ray Vaughan, which is my favorite artist. Um, I'm a game developer. I'm currently, well, before stating that I have a formation in game programming and 3D modeling tailored towards game. Uh, so both of my formation were very specifically towards the game industry. I'm working currently on Riven, which is a crowdfunding platform currently in prototyping phase. I'm looking for investors and supporters. If you are interested, go in my description in YouTube, and you have links such as my Patreon. You can find my email either way, either in on my website or on YouTube. I think it is there. But you can, otherwise you can write in the comment section if you can find any, and I will right away give you an indication where to find it if it's not there, but it should. So Driven is a crowdfunding platform in this, and the unique selling point of Driven, the things that is not seen elsewhere, like not seen in let's say a Kickstarter or Indiegogo, is that it's feature driven, which means that you will be able to manage your project within Driven infrastructure with the private parts and public parts and semi-private parts where you can choose who can see what. And then you can make public some of the feature you would like to have feedback from your customers, and then people all around in the community would be able to vote those features. You and propose features similar to and different to the one you are proposing to the public, and then there will be like a competition a phase where features are competing, so that eventually the one that people don't want are thumb down, like a thumb down instead of thumbs up, and excluded, and thumbs up gets higher in the process. And like we would set like 5 max features, and the 5 top who are not so much thumb down get to win the race as it should. And then since people vote with currencies, real money, micro funding currencies, then the total mass, the total accumulation of all the votes, even the one that didn't make the mark, are put together and distributed to the project owner, the authors of the the proposed feature, or and the highest bidder who put the highest amount. So it encouraged people to put higher amounts. It encouraged people to propose features, and it encouraged the project owner in his project. And then it can have many other competition of other features, and like that, accumulating like a small portion of a small amount of money. So it's like Driven is like for really startups. Uh, I don't think that eventually, yes, it will be bigger. It will have all ranges of enterprises. I want it even to have like some kind of how do we say that? How do we say research? When an enterprise does researches, and that is some kind of investment category things and research. I always have blank I forget the words, and it's like on the tip of my tongue. Things and research start. It's in any kind of enterprise, not just startup. Thing and research. I forget the words. There is a word, a keyword, and research. Enterprise. It's not analysis. Recherche et développement. Recherche et développement. R&D. And yes, R&D. It's R&D. It's what I was looking for. Research and development. I think I hope that I would have like a possibility of even financing research and development, financing even like science projects. I want it to be like very wide eventually. So I start niche with video games, and then eventually, when I will have really covered video game entirely, I will add another sector, as if I can say that, call it that way. I will see at this moment. Maybe there will be more than just one sector to the adding up. It will depend on the clients, maybe people that will want to work with Driven. So enough of Driven. If you want to support me, there is my Patreon, and in the description below, and there is a tip for streamers, a link, a smaller amount of money if you want to help me keep going with my live streams. And so I'm doing the live stream to gather my niche community of game developers to start with, and I'm looking for a team, and the team would need to be beginners, because I will not hire people. I will give lessons in the live stream in exchange of beginners work that I would put in the game. I will teach you if you want like to be to try coding. I will teach you how to code, how to use the usual professional tools. They are not as hard as you think. Even if you tried it and you find it hard, I will show you how to see it in another way. It's always a matter of perspective. I'm a technical artist, which is the rare position. People are rarely both have rarely have mathematical brain and a high artistic brain. It's very rare, and it's a matter of perspective. Both are very similar if you forget about what society tells you. Society with words put you side blinders, because they have side blinders and they don't know that it keeps them from doing things that they would want to do. They are side blinders not by utility, but by a feeling of comfort and secureness. And they often are the opposite of utility. Really often they are opposite of utility and helpfulness in your life. So today I'm starting earlier, as you can see. You might see my live stream later on. I know that no one is there in my live usually, and they usually watch later my live stream once it's recorded. And okay, let's see. I would just do a shout out on the chat. I have a software that I have this software that get all the chat box into one. So I have YouTube and Twitch at the same place. If you chat, I will see it now. I will try to make it always on top. Don't know if I can do that in this. Oh no, it's OBS. I don't think I can. Okay, so today I will go back to the MVP. So if you remember, if you weren't there, weren't there, I did the documentation, the getting started documentation that you can see in my description below. The first link, I think it is. And in the documentation, I talked about the first step, starting your GDD. And I said that the GDD is, I gathered everything I found about GDD, and the GDD is way too advanced in the production line. If you look at what people say to add to your GDD, like the game overview, the game design direction. Any section, like the least problematic at the beginning is the game overview. That's why I separated everything. And the game overview. Where are you? I'm a bit tired. Do I have large pocket under my eyes? Yes. I'm a bit tired. The coffee didn't have effect yet. Sorry for coffee subject. If you don't like coffee, it's one of my like, if you have to vote for things to bring in the afterlife, it's one of them. It's one of them among some other. I never liked the taste of coffee when I was young. I hate when there is a coffee second flavor in something like coffee crisps. But the coffee now it's done with an espresso machine is different. It's not filtered coffee. It's different. It's a compressed coffee with something is different. The taste is different. It tastes way better than a filtered coffee, and it wakes up, which is not dangerous. It's I put like decaffeinated coffee. A bit like half of my coffee is decaffeinated because an espresso machine is stronger. So when I do just only coffee, I feel my heart beating a bit too much. Okay. So starting your TDD. I don't know if I said it in English or in French, but I noticed that when you are having like online classes, the teachers, a lot of people and teachers are in Zoom meetings or Zoom attendance, Teams attendance. The speaker, when searching something, they always go like they do this little tick, and many people do it. I see it everywhere. Okay, so let's go back to the nitty gritty. So it's not this part. I'm a bit tired, that's why I'm lost. It's this part, so it's the draft. So I know. So since the GDD is way too heavy at the beginning, the game overview is the least heavy. I think it's the only one I will do for the MVP. And the game mechanics in the game design direction. So in the game design direction, the game overview, will have most of the draft. So I started and put the game overview. I will add the game design too. So let's think about it. MVP. I would like to show you what people say. As I said, I think I might have explained it better because I cut to the CRAP. I cut to the CRAP. And Wix. DCL, DCR, DSL. I always hear this trailer.
Hack your website right now. You gotta make sure you're covered. I'm talking about enterprise-grade security built into your site and fully
Wix and WordPress and things like that. It's good for a little startup that is not web, though that doesn't have a platform to build like I have with Driven. But if you want to build a platform, I would say try Django, Python, Django. I should have started with that, but I didn't. I am now stuck with JavaScript, and which is hated all around. JavaScript and Node.js, and it's a nightmare. But there are a lot of support, and it's not that bad. So MVP. I know there are good videos about MVPs. I didn't see this one. I want one that is short. This is me. Just to know that what I done is for the white Facebook. I think I would change it for another one, but the gray Facebook. But if you go to the white, if you have, I think usually people have light theme. So when you arrive, it's not that white. Is it because yeah, you see it creates like a a special thumbnail that no one has. And I never saw anyone do this, and every time I think about doing a thumbnail, I think about doing like a special effect like that. The thumbnail, I go out of the thumbnail, and the next one would be more evident. I will use like this silhouette and not bend it that much, just to have a slight effect and my head going out of it. But I hope people say like when you do thumbnails, you need to make a reaction face. That's what people click. You need and I would say that as when you start, that doesn't change a thing. It seemed I did this thumbnail with big reaction and it didn't change a thing. It's like I'm not caught up yet in the algorithm of YouTube. It's like at the beginning, since YouTube doesn't know who is going to click your videos, you are not yet in the algorithm, so it's a bit long before you start getting promoted by YouTube. I think it takes as I've seen people talking about it, I think it takes some time before getting into the algorithm of YouTube. So don't give up if you start.
Chances are, as a programmer that you are, you've had product or business ideas that you really want to build. A SaaS, a platform, whatever. And if you've been in the industry, you understand that the best way to go about building a product
I
is
like
to first
the
build
pictures that he shows.
It's the version of the product with just enough features for use to validate a product idea without investing a lot of time and resources up front. But what if I told you there's a right way and a wrong way to go about building your MVP? Well, along with some famous real-world examples, that's what we'll be discussing in today's video. The real way you should build an MVP, not the misconstrued understanding that many people have of it today. So what are the problems with MVPs? Well, the overall idea of an MVP is sound. Being able to ship a stripped down product, test with real customers, and measure its success in the marketplace without building a full-fledged application, that's a developer's dream.
Yeah.
And in the early 2000s, this idea of MVP was widely embraced. They soon started to reap the benefits of saving time and money and getting user feedback quickly. But over time, a problem emerged. Instead of using an MVP for the aforementioned reasons, product managers, developers, and designers decided to use MVPs as a reason to be lazy. They cut corners, removed necessary features, and sacrificed the user experience in the sake of staying lean and shipping. That comes from the common misconception that an MVP is all about stripping down a product to ship as quickly and cheaply as possible. They run into the issues of, oh, what about this feature and that feature? Gone. The user experience design. No, don't have time for that. Barely functional will do. What about the code? I'll just string together some spaghetti code you can refactor later. This is exactly how products fail. And while I do believe that perfection shouldn't be the enemy of progress, you're going to be at a disadvantage as opposed to doing it the right way. The most effective MVP still
He's not making a good
maintain
point.
a high quality of code, of design, of user experience, of
Yes, of course, but in the perspective that you didn't start that way, it's a bit like I shouldn't maybe look at someone else saying it. I think I covered it well. Yes, this we did in the previous lives. This is what I was saying. It's good. Yes, it goes with the second point. Yes, this is what the main reason you do MVP. It's this because people start when they don't know about MVP, they think of the end product, of doing the best end product possible. And that's why I said at the beginning, he's going into a tangent where you need to avoid trying to do the perfect version at first. Of course, you need to implement like in our world, in the game programming world, it would be the design pattern. You would start to know what design pattern you need to place, because design patterns are helpful for code maintenance rather than anything else. They are made in such a way that they are reflected. The Gang of Four did them because they are the design you need to use if you want your code to scale well. So I think I shouldn't check other people, but if you want to know more about MVP, you can check people. I think it's not most, because MVP in sport it's not the same thing. So what is the picture? I like this picture. I've seen it elsewhere. So it's a good explanation, but it can lead to misunderstanding, of course. Crash course is usually very good. I like Crash Course, but yeah, this is a good explanation. I will research the picture just to focus on MVP. A small boat, a larger boat, a bigger boat. A good explanation. This one too, a skateboard, and then it ends up with a car. Like people, as I said, they want to do like a Lamborghini, and at the beginning of the project, they only can afford like a screw of the Lamborghini, like a $300 screw of the Lamborghini they want to create, and the best approach would be like to do a transportation device that is the same price as the screw, but that does the work. So the idea is not really a car here. If you want to apply it to your project that might not be game development, car industry, or anything else, how to approach it is, I want to get a larger picture. Okay, so in another, like, what does it mean? Because a skateboard is not a car. You don't want to do something that you don't like. That's why this might end up not being a good example, because people will try to find issue with this. Like, it will be, they can say in argumentation, you could say like it's a false analogy. I would say false analogy is not a good way to argument. It should be changed to its imperfect analogy. There are no perfect analogy. To be a perfect analogy, it would need to be the same thing, and it wouldn't help. You'd always need an imperfect analogy to explain a concept. It's like you do if you did a dictionary and you use the word in the description of the word, that wouldn't work. It needs to be a different word. So there are no perfect analogy. But in this case, you would say to me, I hate skate, I just want to do a car. The idea there is that it's not about the product there, it's about what the product does. The product brings someone from A to B. That's the only thing. So it's not about the skateboard. You can forget about the skateboard. It's what you would put, what you like. If you hate skateboard, it would be what you like. What is it that you like to do? That is not a screw, a $300 screw. That is related to your end product, that can evolve to your end product, and that you can sell and make people try right away. That's the most important thing, is that when you have this version done, it's done as very fast, so people can try it and give feedback, and then you go on the second version. That's iterative process in the as I said in the other live stream, iterative versus cascade. It's I want the name of this, the models. Multiplicative cascade, no. It's not only software development. It's related to this, agile. Waterfall, it's the name, in French is cascade. Well, cascade. Oh. I think you use cascade sometime, but I'm not sure. So in cinema, it's a cascade. In other business, it might be cascade. Selecting the waterfall model. Classical waterfall. Before like the 90s, everything was waterfall. Before video games and software development, most of the models were cascade waterfall model. What is the first methodology which was introduced for software development? It is very simple to understand, easy to use. It was used by every company, as I said. So like in cinema, they won't go back in a versioning system. They do the movie, it's one version or two version at most, and they are not version of the other version. They are different, like different cuts of the same thing. But in software development, video games, it's iterative. So it can fall into the MVP. You can use it in the MVP model. Back in the days, cars company started this way, but now we developed our techniques and we noticed that this is the best way to start, because a lot of company die here a lot. Like it's the cutting the razor blade, the Occam's razor, the great filter. It's a great filter. So you need to, maybe your enterprise still use waterfall system, like you do support, or you do support, you do some kind of services, like you do a services, and it's not iterative. You do your service to someone and it's done. It's still valid. It's still usable. It's not like thrown to the trash. But if you do a produce something, a product, you want to do this instead of the above. That's because the ones that are successful in the above are people who can afford R&D, research and development. Company who had a backup of money to invest in on a second project, third project, even like sixth project, even like not the first project they have. So that's why startup and MVP goes hand in hand. So I will create with you now what is needed. So let's think about it. We started we started Friday. We started it Friday. Driven. It was I also yesterday, if it was in English stream, I was stuck with creating the project in Unity, and I find out what was the problem. I don't remember if the problem was in English stream, but I didn't have enough space in my GitHub. That's why it didn't send push the changes. And also I made a mistake about the master and main. When you create an init your Git from your computer instead of from GitHub, it will name it master. So, but in GitHub, it's true that back like 2 years ago, when you created a project in GitHub, it started with master, but now it's only main. But if it started on your computer, Git bash will name it master. You can keep master. I don't think it creates the issue that the guy was saying in the video, because it's the name like a master slave that people feel offended about. But I'm not. I don't want this to discuss politics, and I don't know, accusation of people using words is what is politics to me. So I don't remove accusation, but accusation made it's mean to politics. If like let's say someone accused me of using politic words, the politics would not be me using the politics, it would be the accusation. And I would lead you to my live stream, my shorts on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Those shorts are explaining why it's irrelevant. Politics is irrelevant outside of politics. You will understand that it cannot apply. So it's a game. That's what it is. I had a viewer, 2 viewers, not long ago. They are gone. It was like 15 minutes ago. And right now, I think there's someone watching. Just refresh the page. Analytics. So hi, if you're watching, I see there is someone. So you can hit me in the chat if you want. So where was I? I put it in game dev. Where did I put it? GDD? It's not in the game dev. Oh, he's gone. The person is gone. It didn't like my rant. My rant about politics. Okay. I think I will go with Word. That way I will know where I put it. I don't like to be I found a name for the game, a good name this time. So where did I save that file? No, not sure. Where did I save? Okay, document, personal document. No. That's not where, and that's not clean. That's not the way to do. Where is this? Okay, this is a good place. So I will check which one is the good one. I have this one in the document, WD Amy, and this one in the doc is longer. So I will remove this WD, save as, go back to remove it later in the document because I don't want this elsewhere. Go in my driven. Where did I put it? Game project. It won't be this name. So I'll change the name with the new one, which is a good name because it's never used anywhere, and I feel very satisfied with Mecha. arc. So, oh no, I can change the name. I will save this first. I can't because it's opened. I will do a second version. Now I will close this, go in game project. Nothing is open there. I would rename this Mika Arc. Open it there and delete the one in the document. It's the autosave that is in the document. I remember now when I picked the option to autosave it. I think I might leave it there. I will delete. So, matriarch. Mika. Patriarchal Mika. 3. It means the controller of robots, the leader of robots. Like in patriarchal, so that would be the father leader, the leader of father, something like that, and matriarchal, the mother leader. Let's see what the AI would say. Etymology, like. Patriarchus in Greek. The word patriarch derives from the Greek word patriarchus, meaning chief or father of a family. Arcane means to rule. So the mecha, the ruler of robots. The ruler robot. Let's ask ChatGPT because he gives better answer. This was like a Bing chatbot, and he's a bit. He doesn't listen to the word I say. Word mecha arc means it beyond. Let's try that. The term patriarch is not a standard word. Mecha is a prefix for mechanical, mechanized. Patriarch is a suffix referring to a ruler or leader, derived from a Greek archos, meaning leader or ruler. For example, patriarch refers to the male head of a family group. So, patriarch could be interpreted as a leader or ruler in a world where machine or advanced technology plays a dominant role, potentially a female leader or technological or robotic empire. The term might be used in speculative fiction or in contexts involving futuristic society. AI-driven worlds. Often it's not a widely recognized or formal term. Why female? Why did they say female? Female leader? Maybe it mixed up matriarchal with matriarchal. You're right to question that assumption. The word matriarchal is not widely established, so it is open to interpretation. My suggestion of a female leader came from the pattern of the suffix triarch, which is often used in terms like matriarch, but patriarch and patriarch male leader. In those cases, the gender of the leader is implied by the prefix matri. For female, patri for male, or whatever. Matriarchal doesn't inherently imply a female leader. The Mika part of the word. Well, he made a mistake and doesn't want to say it was a mistake. Okay. So I think it would better be it turned into one word. I will delete this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Doesn't want to. This, and merge this into one. Make a arc, and it's too large. And I will do like a special small. There I found a good GPT, playing with ChatGPT. It helped me find good lexicon for the game, Mechamancer, and things like that. That can be good. So why Mechatriarch instead of the finger? It's that I don't want to be funny, a funny game. Funny will be second, and if there is funny things. So Mechatriarch. So I will add this because it will be part of the lexicon. I will change this tagline eventually. Rule by the dozen. Rule. I had a good one that was Machina X. Machina X Digiton. Since it would be like in, I don't know if I mentioned it, it will be set in the, like in old world, Europe, when they discovered America, in a like fictional version where robots have been developed with boats and pirates and vaquero. I don't know if the Mexican would say vaquero instead of vaquero because they don't say the V, and it's very it sounds Japanese. Vaquero. It's the original cowboy in Mexico. The cowboy comes from the vaquero, which where I think it's the etymology is like someone who who do quests, like goes to quests on something like that. Vaquero. Quero is like the same root as quest, I think. I would check. I don't like explore hedge. I have my little rabbit head. Vaquero. Etymology. Vaquero. Spanish. Vaca. Cow. Oh, bash. In a batch. So cowboy, yeah. There is a YouTube video, a guy, American guy who gives Vaquero. You have this in America, Vaquero. It comes from vaquero in Spanish. So, vaquero. And I had a good in DaVinci AI. There was a good visual that will redo. It's not this one. It's like a false DaVinci. Leonardo. We generated good visual for a vaquero. No, I don't remember. Yeah, there was one that looked good. Like semi, like Japanese vaquero cowboy. So we can have a lot of different cool characters. Like one is a vaquero. This one is cool. They have the traditional clothing. Hey, don't do that. You don't bring me to the right place. I don't like this. It's too léché. We say in French, in Quebec. Or I don't know if French people say that. It's too léché. C'est trop léché. It's not pixely. It's too clean. This one is better. More like pixel art. Oh, this is the one. Like a Vaquero Samurai thing. It's cool. I will keep them in a folder, early concept folder. I won't use AI to do the final project. I will even teach you how to do art. So I will keep it in my folders. And AI is just like a little part of it. I'm not for the heavy use of AI. And just like concept art, early sketch, yes. Concept art, yes. But not a final product and not anything much more in between. But for inspiration, yes, of course. It doesn't do much, except it's the best way to use AI is just to get the different idea. Shorten the search process. That's the only good use you should have with it. It should never be at the end of the line on the product line, because it induces a lot of mistakes, a too large amount of mistakes. 30% is too much. People, human beings, they don't induce as much mistake when they are professional. It's like a beginner amount of mistake. Even if it looks like professional, if you work with that and you are professional, you see the amount of work still remains almost the same, because you need to touch up this, because the AI doesn't cover everything. It induces too many mistakes. It is hard to control. So, okay. It will be like the character in my team, the Vaquero character in the team will be like the thunder, magician, like, because at that time when someone fired a weapon, they said it sounds like thunder, and the people thought that the person was controlling the thunder. When they had a gun, they had the thunder in their hand, so like it would be the Vaquero would be the thunder. I would find a name, a cool name for that. And so I use Latin and Greek words. Matriarch is Greek, Greek prefix, Greek suffix. This is, I think it's Latin. I'm not sure. Maybe it's et in Latin, x instead of x. I'm not sure. What language? Just to be sure. We'll ask him. What language is that? Latin or Greek? Machina ex legitim, Latin grammar, like I said. So it means the machine from the finger. The correct way would be, he said, machina ex digito, in singular form of digitus. Digitum is the accusative form, which is grammatically incorrect. Here, if you are trying to say machine from a finger, machine from a digit, you would say digito. I don't like this. I prefer digitum. How to use the accusative digitum with machina. To use digitum, the accusative form of digitus, meaning finger or digit, with machina, meaning machine, the phrase would imply that the machine is the direct object of the action, while digit, the accusative would be the object of a verb indicating action involving a finger. For example, if you wanted to express a machine with a finger, or a machine controlled by a finger, you would need a verb. Macchina agility move it. The machine moves the finger. This sentence used digitum in the accusative as an indirect verb. The machine from the finger. How to say machine controlled by a finger. Macchina agilito moderata. Too long. Okay. You shorten it. Macchina agilito moderata. Can you find a shorter similar word than moderata and use the accusative of digitotus? Macchina digitum regnes. Yes, this one is good. Yes. Which means machine controlling the finger. No. Can you? This one is good. Is good. How to turn it around and say instead finger controlling machine. It's the accusative, so that would be machine controlled. You're saying that is the finger controlling the machine. Please don't say that. Okay. To turn out macchina digitum regnes, the finger controlling the machine. You can say digitus. Oh no, I don't want digitus. So I want to keep it. I want to keep it. Oh no, I will add it, modify it. I will show you, and that way it will be less boring for you. YouTube. Where are you? YouTube. There, no one is there. So I will not do this. I will just no stop. I would just modify this one. Where did this go? Where did the modify gone? Keeping finger accusative. finger control machine will express the internal machine. Digital macchina righitur. So digital the finger is controlled by no. Digitum righitur macchina. The finger to be controlled. If you keep digital accuracy, say something like finger control machine, you could use an adjective or noun combination instead. I want the finger controlling the machine. But using the thumb. Digital macchina rigis. Rigid. The finger. This one is good. Let's double check if it's good. Perplexity with another AI. What does means? Machine rules the finger. Since it's accusative, it won't. I need to. How to say? How to say? The digit controls the machine. The finger. Instead, can I still use the accusative digitum doing that? You say no, it will end up digitus. It sounds too Latin. I don't like the us of Latin. Yeah, it's too present. Maybe there can be like a plot twist. the how to say the finger ruler of machines. Vector. Better is there another word place of vector that would means the same? Governator, imperator, arbiter. It's not good. Not good. How to say finger held device in Latin? Instrumenta. How to make it into one word, suffix, prefix. Can give 100, no, too much, like 30 examples, and use Greek combination. Let's give it brain. Ecology. No. Daktilo Macchina Digitecnica. I want short. 30 other short test ones. Oh, Dacti, Digi, Tofa, Keromac, Dactylofan, Digitosinac, Digito Kyber, Kero Tele, Dactylokine, Digitomec. Dactylo. Dactylo. Dactylomec. Dactylomec. Digitomec. Chiromec. Dactylotron. Digilotron. I don't like Tron. It doesn't sound good in French because in Quebec we say a bad word, which in Tron. Dactylodex. Giditodec. Kairodec. Dactylodex. Dactylotec. Digitotec. Kairodec. Dactylorix. Asterix. Dactylomat. Digitomat. 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 Tomat. I don't like the tomat. Dactylobux. Digitobux. Digitobux. Giro. Dactylopod. Digitopod. Digitopod. Dactylotech. This one. Token. Digitoken. Digitopod. Say in Latin. Machine controlled. Digitopod controlled machines. Machine digitopode rectal. I don't like the rectal. I will ask Mr. GPT. Digiputty. Singular. Okay, I will go with that. It's enough. It's enough. So it's a bit long for a tagline and incomprehensible. I think the X is a bit better. Machina X Digi. There's Ex Machina from Digipodom. it's a bit it's shorter. XPGT program. Let's say this means okay, not family or correct. I was good too. Corrected. But means there is only one DT port out to correct it. It is photo. It is put can be used as a correction to I want to change Makina for power. How to say power from the digipod. In Latin. Potatoes. Potatoes. I hope it's not the only word. Potatoes. Potatoes. No. Energy. Yes, I will keep this one in singular. It's fine. Okay, I will take a short break. It's I will end in about half an hour, but I will take a break, like 5 minutes. I come back. So don't worry, it was longer than expected. So where were why? Okay. Auto battle idler RPG. I will add auto battle. Well, like rather than idler, it would be like auto battle. Do we say auto battle? Yeah. Okay, what was in the no. CPU on? Yeah, I have a bot. I removed it in Twitch. Someone was posting ads. Okay. So I said what would be in is the direction and game overview. So where were we? I have a modification. Okay. I will push it. Add in progress. So overview. Game overview. I will duck this there and duck this there. And then hide the sidebar. I will go to the French live stream if you want to go and you don't care that I speak French. You understand French, or you don't need to, because I will still be in the English document. So I will go over the French live stream in about a few minutes. So the character will have a digipode. That's why Machina X digipode. He will be the creator of the digipod. And it will be like a prototype. And then with his prototype in present ready, he's preparing to present his prototype. And then he gets something. A battle RPG. The art style, I'm not sure yet. I think since we are doing I will name it even like I will name it MVP, like GDD draft. To be very clear that it's not the GDD, it's the one that will be the test subject, because you want to test as fast as possible, but you still want to have some kind of structure of the next week, what you need to accomplish. Because if you don't plan, you might lose track of what you need to do. You might, and you will probably lose track. And because when you're developing, you are going into the details, and you might not be, you will lose focus eventually. There are some people that are used to, because they don't know about planning, beginners and other, like amateurs, they never worked in an enterprise, so they are not used to start with planning. You can do that. Some people do this and they develop like a second nature where they don't really need to plan. But even if you develop a second nature where you automatically plan, it will never be as better than if you had planned beforehand. Now I'm taking my time doing this, which is not the way you will typically do, because I'm doing a live stream and I want it to show you, so it's longer than usual. But it's preferable to plan beforehand. So I will add here like to test. It needs test before having a specific guideline, before this being in the official GDD. Many things like that are not, people don't mention this when they talk about the GDD. It's that you need to test it. You can't say it will be that, because as long as everything is not into one piece, it can be shit. It can be really bad, and you don't know. Just the mix of things can end up being really bad. So, like a to-do, I will create a to-test. That would mean something that needs to be in like an ensemble with other things, like the mechanics. The art will be at the end of after having done the mechanics. The mechanics is more important, as I said yesterday. So I have the tagline, platform engine. I will specify. No, I don't need to specify this. Development scope. Since it's the beginning, that might be good to but I think I will move this in somewhere like at the end, because it's not related. not much related to the other section. So visual perspective, this is good. That could be at beside this one maybe. No, the title is too long. Maybe it will squish the title. No! Split this. Split cells. 2 columns. Yes, split cells. 2 columns. Yes. Title. Give it this. Give it the insert draw home layout. It's squished. I think it's there. I think it should be like at the bottom. Not sort. I don't think there is the this. I will keep it that way. So what is the visual perspective? It's the 2D, 3D top-down thing. I want it to be like not a 2.5D, not necessarily 3D. What is this called? What is the visual perspective of the one I put there? Let's go back to getting started. There, I put my favorite style. I will add them there. Inspiration. Bold. Don't want it to be bold. I will add like the most preferable art style. That doesn't mean that it's the one I will go for if the development is too long, like I can't manage to get a good result, I will maybe skip over it and do something simpler. And what I want is this. How is it called? What is the? I see this everywhere. Where the Santa Pat art style? It was the visual perspective. What is the visual perspective called? What? They put an answer. HT2D? HT2D games. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I want to go for. So it might be tough to pull out this, so I will add it. Just HD2 genre. I had it there. Why is it so? Auto battle RPG is done. Single genre combination. This is I've seen this combination, so it's not like it was in the top game, so it's not it's not too risky, because there are a lot of people wanting this kind of game, since one of the top game was this mix goes well together. It wasn't an auto battler, it was a hidler, but the mix is so close. I could even remove RPG and just not say that it's an RPG. Avoid using vague comparison like Castlevania, like somewhere thing for everyone. Pitfall. Don't do too many genre mixed together. In doubt, define game and flavor. Clearly define the game genre using established classification. Type of game or game mode, I put it there. Development scope, outline, the overall scale and ambition. I think that will be there. Can I squeeze this? No. Cell. I want this cell. Yeah. This cell. Split. So I will go over the French live stream right now. You can support me in the description below by becoming a Patreon, and the Patreon for helping people might change after December, so pick fast if you want help support being a Patreon, because I will change it in January. And if no one is becoming a Patreon, so I will change, since it will, if it is not a successful way, I will change the formula. So if you want to support me else another way, you can use the tip platform in the description below. That will be it for today. I will see you tomorrow if I have the time. I think I will, because tonight is the festivities and tomorrow is the free time.